This isn't your standard home service podcast. Hosted by Bobby Danielson, Plum Funny's the only show with world-famous guests you won't recognize, but you'll wish you worked with. Welcome to the messiest and funniest job site in podcasting.
What's going on, guys? Bobby here with another episode of Plum Funny. We have a very special guest. We're in his hometown. Alex, you want to give yourself an introduction?
Yep, Alex Meadows. I'm owner-operator of Run and Gun LLC and Meadows Home Services. We service the Hendersonville area, White House, Gallatin, Springfield, and Goodlettsville. Go outside of that a little bit. Just depends on the job. So if you need any kind of plumbing, home service stuff, give me a call.
Sweet. What's your specialty? What's like your favorite job? Somebody calls you, you're like, oh, I can fucking bang this out.
Water heaters are always good. Tankless water heaters especially. I've got a lot of experience with them. I've worked with all brands. I know how to service them. I know how to diagnose them. Mm-hmm. I've just had that training over the 12 or 14 years that I've been doing this. So it's been pretty cool.
What was like your introduction? Because I know we were talking earlier about you didn't know what you wanted to do. What was like your introduction? You're like, I'm gonna be a plumber.
If you'd asked me 14 years ago or told me that I was going to be a plumber, I'd have said you're crazy. Fresh out of college, didn't really know what I wanted to do yet. And I played college baseball, so most college baseball players don't make it. So I was one of the ones who didn't make it, and so we.
Where'd you go to college?
I finished my college at Brescia University. It's in Owensboro, Kentucky. They're an NAIA school. And so moved back home and started waiting tables and just learning how to communicate and talk to people. And then once I kind of got pretty good at that, knew I needed to do something else to make a living, and opportunity came up to go work at Hiller Plumbing. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know anything about plumbing, but I knew plumbers made fairly good money. And so went for my interview, started the next week, and that's what took it off. Necessity, if that's what the answer would be to your question. Necessity, feeling the need to provide and make a living.
Yeah.
So.
At that time, you have a kid, right? You have a son?
No, at that time, I was either engaged. I was engaged or married to my first wife. Okay. And that was just like number one, like take care, start providing. And so I knew you could provide via the trades. My dad was a sheet metal fabricator and welder, and and so just watching him work his tail off, but also be there for me and my brother, was really influential on what decision I wanted as far as a career. Mm-hmm. I'm not a behind the desk guy. Yeah. We were talking earlier, I'm an outdoor guy. Yeah. If it's outside, I want to do it. I want to be good at it. Yeah. And I'll do what I need to do to make that happen. Yeah. And so looking back now, best decision that I've ever made was to get into a trade, learn how to do something.
Yeah. I mean, anybody can go to school and get a business degree. Yeah. But what are you going to do with that? Yeah. You're going to end up doing something that doesn't even translate over. But a trade, you can't take that away. Like, you can't. I don't know.
I think there's a huge misconception of how you're supposed to go about life. I look at the people that go through college and don't end up doing anything with it. And I was going to be one of those. I was 30 hours from a microeconomics degree. I was trying to finish that at Western Kentucky, and took an entrepreneurship class as a part of my credits. And after that class, I was like, he's got such a good point. Like, you don't need a degree to start your own business. You just need to know how to do something. And I understand there's degrees that require a specialty. You know, if you want to be an RN or a nurse or a doctor or
engineer or something.
Any of those specialized things that you need a degree and you need that experience. But lawyer.
Yeah. Imagine having a fucking lawyer that didn't get a degree in law.
Yeah. I mean, so.
I just got my YouTube.
It just doesn't make any sense. So.
Shit.
So just learning how to do something, getting good at that one thing or a few things, and you can use that to your advantage down the road. You know, me, I chose plumbing. I can pass that skill down to my son. He can use that if he wants to. But just working around the trades is.
Well, even your father being a sheet metal worker, that automatically, like, I think whether people know it or not, having somebody in the trades already gives you that mindset of being hands-on. Yeah. You know, working with your hands, things like that. If your dad grows up and he's a fucking history teacher, you're gonna know everything about the Byzantine Empire or the fucking Ottoman Empire. Yeah. I don't know shit about those. I know what those words are, but I don't know anything. My dad was a fucking electrician, and I know how to wire shit up and do that stuff. But
I don't know the first time I heard it, and I don't know the last time I heard it. But all wise people say, make yourself useful.
Yeah.
Make yourself useful. Make yourself an asset, not a liability.
Yeah. But you were also competitive, though, because you played sports, so you knew that edge. Mm-hmm. If you don't grow up doing sports or playing sports, you don't have that mentality of like, even if I'm not the best, I'm going to strive to be the best. Yeah. So you already kind of had that advantage of, work ethic.
You know, growing up around here, Little League baseball is pretty big. I grew up playing in Gouletsville. My dad coached me, you know, from the time I was 5 to the time I was 14, and then jumped back and forth between my brother and I when we were both playing baseball. And this place is it's super competitive, but everybody understands and respects each other and handles a lot of things in really good ways. And I'm affiliated with Full Count Ministry for my church, and we mentor young athletes in high school and college, and run summer programs and do that. So that's fun to be around.
So you guys kind of guide them, so I'm sure their families are already in.
So in one side of the ministry, when summer comes up, there will be a group of college athletes that will come here. They'll train. They're in a summer league together, and there'll be host homes that. These athletes come from around the country, and then so they'll have a host home where they'll get taken care of while they're on their journey, and just figuring out where they are spiritually and getting better at baseball too. So
interesting. And I'm sure they come back. They come with a variety of backgrounds. Some with less than others and things like that. That is awesome. It's kind of almost like an exchange student type thing where they live with somebody and.
Yeah. So I got to experience the summer part of that. Without the ministry part of that, when I was in college, played for the Fulton Railroaders in Kentucky, where it's like on the Tennessee-Kentucky line. Yeah. But they've got a historic baseball team called the Fulton Railroaders, a bunch of college guys, and we had a host home and got to hang out. And
that's cool.
And have a good time during the summer and play some ball.
Yeah. What position did you play in baseball? Can I take a guess? Were you a pitcher?
So I pitched a little bit in college.
Third base.
I played a lot of third base.
Yeah, if I didn't know it.
I played a lot of shortstop. But I ended up finishing my career in center field.
Hey, same here.
Yeah. And, at 6'2", 225, I did not see myself as a center fielder or a leadoff hitter.
You were 6'2", 225 in college?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So going going to that, I was like, man, okay. And injuries early on, before I got into college, was a huge hindrance on who would take a look at me and who wouldn't. But now I get to coach my son and the at UGville Tigers.
Shout out. Did they all like do like the 1, 2, 3 roar, or like what are they?
So, I've tried a couple things. If we're coming in for offense and hitting, we'll say 1, 2, 3 hit, or defense, or it's 1, 2, 3 Tigers. I had this little thing. If they'll focus on scoring first and not thinking about just only doing it, I think it'd be fun. But me and my wife made this tiger roar, and I don't know if you've ever seen somebody like roar like a lion or a tiger through like a paper towel holder.
So
I told them that every time they touched home plate, they got to come in the dugout and do the tiger roar.
That would be sick if you guys had a street cone, like a fucking park.
But they're 7 and 8, so they get so fixated on just doing the roar that they don't get hits or make plays to let them do it.
I was just having that conversation with my girlfriend, and we were talking about like, she said I would be like, she wants to see me coaching and all that, because I mean, I was like the typical, like my dad, I don't even know my dad was a wrestler. He was always a fucking he never played sports or anything like that, but he wrestled. But he was my baseball coach. And I was very competitive. I was a quick little fuck.
Yeah.
I was pretty fast. Played center field, mostly outfield. I had the loudest mouth. But I was short, and I would fucking squat in the batter's box. So I'd always get on base first. So I was second or third. I was first or second, get on base and all that stuff. I don't know where I was going with that, but I thought it would be really cool to like be in the position of like coaching.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure it's so full circle.
Yeah. So I really like coaching. Just being able to take something that knows nothing about a sport and you have enough experience and enough ability to present it in a way where they can pick it up.
Yeah.
And then you can see it develop from the time you start to the time you finish. And the ones that pick it up and the ones that I guess want it for themselves too, really appreciate that.
Do you think there's some sort of trait or something that because like it's easily identifiable when you see a kid that's like, you tell him one thing, it's like, sit your ass down, you got the alligator mouth, the glove, like, what is it?
I think today, they've got so many things to capture their attention.
So bad.
Constantly. And with baseball, there's some lull times, like between pitches, between outs, there's a between time in every measure. And so keeping them focused, I think is tougher today. But when they start, I put it into perspective, like this little ball right here really hurts when it hits you. And this glove right here is a shield.
Yeah.
And if you don't put this glove where that ball is and it's coming at you, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
And so, but I use tennis balls a lot with the younger ones.
Are you fucking whacking them? Like, my dad would.
So with tennis balls, we did a bomb drill. And where I would hit the tennis ball as high as I could. Because they'll get under a tennis ball. They will go and chase after that tennis ball because in their minds, they believe it will not hurt them.
Bullshit.
So I would hit, and those little suckers would go the first one I hit. A kid that I never thought in a million years would catch the tennis ball. He caught that.
No way.
So I was like, all right. We did that for about 15 minutes, and then we switched to real balls. And I would hit manageable fly balls for them, like what they would, if they didn't see it in the game, they wouldn't see something like it.
Yeah.
Or they would see something like it. And
isn't it crazy though? Just a little bit of a mind, like.
Yeah, and man, it was like you turn the light switch on, and it was like we are not doing that.
Are they doing? They're not doing the hard. They're having like the squishy.
No, 7 and 8 coach pitch hard balls.
No way.
And
damn.
But That's why I use tennis balls early on to where they can gain that confidence when they're just sticking the ball or sticking the glove up. So, but
Dang.
yeah.
What's your favorite part of coaching? Is it just like seeing the light switch, like you said, or is
I like seeing the light switch. I like seeing them get excited. I like even more when I look out and I look at my entire team and see that they really want this moment right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often, but our last game, we had a good game. Everything clicked. We played really good defense, and those kids were feeding off of it so hard. Like you just looked out and you could see game faces that you hadn't seen before, and that was a aha moment for them that last game because in their minds they can do this every single time now.
Yeah.
And so they're going to try to do that. They're going to try to replicate that moment as much as possible.
Yeah. Interesting. 7 and 8. That's such a pivotal age.
Yeah,
You know, it's like your first I think if you think back, what's the earliest memory that you can recall? Like around 5 to 8?
Man, I've got some early ones. I was between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And I can remember riding my Bigfoot, my battery-powered Bigfoot.
Is it like the little tricycle, small ones?
No, like the battery-powered cars.
Oh.
That little kids had?
Yeah.
So, that was like my first big Christmas gift that I can remember.
Hell yeah.
And I would drive that Bigfoot all over the yard. And I remember that.
Damn.
I remember the first time that I went hunting with my dad. I don't know how old I was, but I was no more than 6.
What were you using, bow?
I don't know what he was using. I was just along for the ride.
Dang.
And I've never gotten so many ticks on me in my life.
See, that's what I was going to ask you earlier, too.
I remember coming home and my mom freaking out and spending like an hour in the bathroom picking ticks off of
Like
me.
a fucking chimp?
Yeah.
Dang, you don't have Lyme disease, dude?
No.
Because I just saw something recently, like literally actually last night. I don't know if you're aware, but like there's those, the ticks. I think Lyme disease does the same thing, but there's these genetically modified ticks where it's making people allergic to red meat, mostly cows.
I know a few people that have it.
Tennessee is on the last state in the South that is.
Yeah, I know 2 people that have it that I grew up with.
No way.
They've had it for a while though, so you can't kick it. You can't get rid of it, but I think you can maintain it much better now than you could back then.
Dude, you eat steak, right?
Yeah.
You know how fucking pissed off I would be?
Oh my goodness.
No carne asada, no steaks. I'm gonna go have a steak dinner
Tell
tonight.
me I can't eat this deer that I just shot.
Yeah, that would fucking piss you off. Oh my god.
That'd be the worst.
Yeah, you might as well just be a fucking soy boy after that. Damn, what was it like? I know you're a big hunter. Tell us a little bit about your hunting experience, because I know I missed the part I was in the bathroom. You're sponsored? What do you do for?
No, I'm on a camouflage company called Osseo Gear. They're a newer camouflage company, but bunch of really great guys. I get to hang out with a couple times a year, and just we keep in contact with the guys that we've worked with at one point or another, and just like I told you earlier, is just being at the right place at the right time, the right person.
Yeah, but that's like something that's beyond. Like, I know you're very religious, and I think you're put into positions that maybe not necessarily benefit, but like you learn from. But like having those people in your life, like that was a moment where it was like. There's an opportunity.
We were talking about Madiger this yesterday. Is there an inherent difference with talking to a Christian or talking to an atheist or whatever you want to be? And from my perspective, you can hear it. When you talk to somebody who pushes their faith, or I think pushes is a bad word. When you talk to somebody who stands by their faith and really embraces that, I think their energy is more positive.
I feel it radiating from you. I hope you know that.
I hope so.
Yeah, no, I do.
you know, I am blessed beyond measure in a lot of ways, and in a lot of ways, I mean, I've been through some pretty crazy situations, and you know, without my faith, I'm not sitting here. I'm in a rough spot, and
but you have somebody put that, and that's what I'm like. Still, you know, I grew up going to church, and then I stopped going to church because my family stopped going, and then like, you know, I always hear put that pressure on, you know, God, Jesus, or whoever, because that's who you're supposed to turn to, and you put it on them and release it from you, because you know.
Yeah, you know, at one point in my life, I remember sitting in my driveway, and I just got home. I found out some crazy news, and it just keeps getting worse. And I kind of get to a point where I'm just like, I don't know what you're doing, man, but I got faith in you, and I know this is going to work out. And from that point forward, I was just like, all right,
like full on Jesus take the wheel moment.
Just take the wheel,
really,
and I'm just along for the ride, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do to, you know, be there for my son and show him how to be a man. You know, I mean, because essentially that's what we want all of our sons to be. Just be a man.
Yeah.
Be a contribution to society.
Yeah.
Be somebody who genuinely cares about what's going on with, you know, their families' lives, their friends' lives.
Yeah.
You know, I know a lot of my friends will say, that dude always calls me.
Yeah.
And I would rather them get annoyed at me for calling them we don't have to talk about it. I'm genuinely just calling to check in and make sure that you're good, dude.
Yeah. Like, so you've always been that guy to reach out first.
For sure. And even if they don't pick up, I really don't. I take it with a grain of salt. And
it hurt. Not necessarily it hurts, but it's just like, because I'm that same way. I have always stayed connected. Like, I literally, right before you showed up, I was talking with a buddy that I lost touch with, and I even said, hey, I know we had a little falling out or whatever the case is, but I still love you, brother. I tell all my friends, I fucking love you, no matter what. And it's like, sometimes it gets under my skin. It's like, yo, dude, I'm just here.
Yeah, it's...
say hello. Hey, I got to go. Bye. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, I would... if I had one challenge for my son, I'd just challenge him to... whatever it is, look up first and then figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many resources that he'll have that I didn't have.
Yeah.
You know, and I know I had resources that other people didn't have, but I like to think I'm as self-aware as I've ever been in my life on how I want to be perceived, how I think I'm perceived, how I'm actually perceived.
Yeah.
You know, to some people, I'm very, I don't know. I'm not the most approachable guy if I'm standing in the corner by myself.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what's funny? You say that when you were in the office the other day.
Yeah.
Jordan in the back room. She was like, "Go talk to him. He would be great on the podcast." And that's why I came out with you guys. And I was like, "Ooh, I don't know." It's like I'm like not picking up the energy. And then when you asked about the hat, I was like, "Oh, heck yeah, you're interested."
Yeah. So
like,
I am very aware. Like if I'm in a place,
you're a big dude though.
That don't know many people. I'm not usually going to be the first one to talk, but if I do talk, it's because either you're wearing something that I recognize, usually like a hunting hat or something like that. Other than that, I mean,
like you don't go like, so say you go to a party, you know, a friend brings you, would you be somebody that, you know, stand there with like drink in hand, kind of just observe people, and then if somebody approaches you, you'll hold a conversation?
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely a people person, but we have to have something in common.
Yeah, common ground is the biggest thing.
Like, if you're the type of guy, like, yes, I played baseball. Yes, I hunt and fish. Yes, I watch a little bit of football.
Yeah, I don't. Are you somebody that's like, oh, go Raiders, go? Yeah, neither am I. I don't like that.
I can't physically have a long conversation with somebody who wants to talk about somebody's sports stats that, they lost money on.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, God.
That's not, I can't be in that group because I have nothing to contribute, and I'm very aware that I have nothing to contribute.
Yeah.
So I might try to pick out, like, if somebody says something off, or if somebody drops something or whatever, I'll crack like a little,
one-liner,
little one-liner.
Had that popcorn.
So, and that sometimes, is a icebreaker for the group to okay, like this guy can actually talk to people.
Yeah. Are you someone that like self-deprecates? Is that the right word? Self-deprecation? Like for me, it's like I'll make fun of myself because I'm so aware that like, yeah, I am a little fucking goofy all the time. Like sometimes.
No, I'm very unaware. Sometimes. My wife will definitely contest to that. Like, I'll say something to somebody from my perspective, comes off one way, and then she'll pull me to the side and be like, "You need to go make that right." And I'm like, "What did I do?"
Yeah.
So, but there are other times where I can pick up on different facial expressions and read the room. But my brother's really good at making me realize it before I realize it.
Yeah.
So.
What's like an instance like I don't even know, like most Asian people look the same? I don't know. I grew up with a lot of Asian people, that's why I say that. No, I don't know. Like is it just like
I'll use my 7 and 8 year olds for an example.
Okay.
So I know when I speak to them and I know that they're not paying attention to me, I don't have to speak loud to gain attention. But I'll stare spears through them.
Ooh, that's terrifying.
I will stare a spear through them and like direct eye contact, like a little bit closer than they're comfortable with, and say, "Hey, eyes on me. Like this is not. This is how we do it. This is how we're going to do it, and this is how we'll always do it.
Yeah.
It's nowhere in between. It's not what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you want to go here, this is where you have to be now."
Yeah.
So,
reminds me of like being in boot camp. Like you hear eyeballs. Like you hear eyeballs, just like fucking. You stop what you're doing. You're wiping your ass. You're fucking looking at somebody.
Yeah.
Do you have pep talks with your son before you go in somewhere? It's like behave, or he already has it in his mindset.
So
like,
man, my son is a gift from God. I have never. It sounds biased because he's my kid, but ask my friends. That dude's got it figured out. He's had it figured out. He knows how to act. He'll get around another kid, and if the other kid's doing it, he'll kind of jump into the gray area.
Yeah.
But if he looks at me and I look at him, he knows my look.
Yeah.
And so he will automatically turn it down.
Yeah.
And wakes up, makes his bed, and he's 7. Wakes up, makes his bed in the morning, gets himself ready, brushes his teeth without, reminding him 500 times.
Yeah.
Man.
So he's a little gentleman already.
He's the dude, man.
That's bad. What's your son's name?
Sawyer.
Sawyer?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love hearing like little kids because you don't hear it often. It's like you don't hear little kids have the grown up names like you never. I've never met a baby named Glenn.
Yeah.
Or like like strong. I don't know, Doug.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I know a Doug.
Do you?
Good dude.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out to Doug.
Knock on wood, tree service.
Yeah. That's awesome. But see, you set the right tone. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So like, that's kind of how I grew up with my dad. Like, it's not that I feared him. I just knew when I got the look,
Well, he knows early on when I was growing up, we were introduced to chores. And nobody wanted to do chores.
No.
Because it sounded laborious and we get nothing in return whatsoever and all the things.
Yeah.
So my wife, we started this when he got old enough to like do stuff on his own. It's called a mission list.
Mission list.
A mission
Whoa.
list. Hey, moms and dads, mission list. Okay, and for whatever mission they complete, they get so many points.
Whoa.
And at the end of the mission, they can choose to save their points, and they have levels. You know, however many points that they accumulate, they could either cash those in for like,
That's bad.
you know, trip to the arcade or go see a movie or whatever dinner you want. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Save all the way up. We'll go on a trip somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. And introducing that early on, I think really, really helped. Just him wanting to complete tasks.
Dude, you should give him a rank. Listen up, Sergeant, and if he doesn't do it, be like, oh, you got demoted, you're a corporal now.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, how am I fucking doing that? I'm like,
But yeah, so that really, really
that set the tone.
set the tone. So now, like, he looks forward to us having like yard sales because he knows that we can set him up a lemonade stand where he can run the lemonade stand and make some money there.
Yeah.
We got him a 3D printer for Christmas. The first thing he wanted to do is make all the toys. So he made all the toys, and once he had all the toys, he took pictures of them against a white background and made a catalog to take the toys to school. He's 7 to take the catalog and take orders for toys at school. He would come back and make the kid a toy for, you know, $1, $2, whatever.
Bro.
But yeah.
That's, dude, you see, 7 years old, already starting a business.
Yeah. So that's
Come on.
Now, I gotta say the follow through wasn't what I had anticipated. It didn't last very long because he's such a good kid. He would literally just give
them away.
Just give them
but
away.
But that's the number one thing in business.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do something, might as well do something for free.
But so yeah, me and my wife would give him little tips on what he would tell the kids.
Dude.
Once they placed the order, how long it would take to get the toy, all the things.
I can imagine your son like, it's gonna take 2 to 3 business days.
But the thing is, he can deliver that.
Yeah, that's
like
fucking sick.
at 7, he can deliver that. Which
That
is
is badass. Oh, what do you see? Like, is there something in your son right now that you see him excelling in? Besides, of course, entrepreneurship, he's gonna have a fucking business by the time he's 13. I guarantee it. Like, does he gravitate towards like science or like anything like that?
Yeah, he likes building stuff.
Engineer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's he really likes to build stuff. He's a Lego kid.
I was just about to ask, is he a Lego?
He's a Lego kid. Daddy's a Lego dad.
Yeah?
Now.
Would you consider that therapeutic for you?
No, I hate every minute. Every time Christmas comes around, he comes around with a 4,000 piece Lego set. I'm like, I know what I'm doing for the next.
Because are you somebody that, like, if you buy something on IKEA, are you looking at the directions, or you're like, I know?
No, you have to follow.
You have to, yeah.
You have to follow.
Why is it always in fucking German too? I don't understand.
Well, I don't.
Like, is it German or Swedish?
I don't shop at IKEA, but I've put together furniture from IKEA.
That was just like hello.
And you have to follow the directions. And it's.
I just bought my first workbench. I got all the way done, and then the bottom part, the base of it, was backwards.
When do you start building kid play sets?
Dude, I'm working on patience right now.
When do you start putting together, Batman's lair that's 4 feet high with 1,000 stickers?
I'll punch Batman right in the head.
Yeah.
If I'm like halfway done and it's incorrect, oh God. What's the biggest Lego like? I'm sure Legos are expensive now. Huh?
The most complicated one that we've done was a samurai sword that was like this long.
Whoa.
With the sheath.
Whoa.
That was separate, so it goes into the sheath.
Do you hot glue? No?
No, they stick together and.
See, if I'm gonna build one, I think I'm gonna go the distance and try to at least glue it because.
Yeah.
I'm not reckless, but I like to. If I'm gonna build a sword, you best bet I'm gonna swing that fucker.
It's definitely observation only.
Okay. I've seen the typewriter one, and I thought it was operational. I thought you could actually you put some ink in there.
He's been working on this Toothless that's this big.
A what?
From How to Train a Dragon. There's a dragon called Toothless. Black. Anyways, all the kids know that.
When you said toothless, I thought it was like a pair of dentures, but it's just gums.
It's a dragon. He's been working on that.
Yeah. Damn. So he's already hands-on. And see how that's so. It just gets passed on. Maybe it's not genetics, but it's something to do with our brains.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think being a product of your raising, there's a bald eagle.
Where?
He just
flew by.
Yeah.
God, I want to feed one. Have you ever fed one?
No.
On a boat, you want to just
No. They're getting more. We're seeing more of them around here.
Yeah. Nicole just saw one the other day. I think on Monday.
I've seen a few. Used to, you just never saw them.
Yeah. Shout out to bald eagles.
Yeah, bald eagles, American.
Yeah. Making a comeback, kind of, sort of. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
No, I'm all about him. I want him to enjoy the outdoors the way I enjoy them. I don't want him to become, exactly like me, but I definitely want to be a huge influence on the person he becomes.
For sure. So. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I think you're inevitably, your father's always going to be a role model, whether that's a good or a bad one. Because I have friends that have horrible
And
parents, they don't want to be like them. And then you're the one that breaks that generational fucking curse or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. But and I've had my moments where it's like I don't want to be anything like my dad. But now I look back, it's like that motherfucker sacrificed a lot. Yeah. He had 3 kids by the time he was like 22, 23, living in California, struggling, had all this pressure on him. And, I can't say enough good things about my father now.
Yeah, we just went past the anniversary of my dad passing 2 years ago. And it wasn't until after he passed that I understood the sacrifices that him and my mom made for me and my brother when we were growing up.
Yeah.
And appreciated them the way they should be. Mm-hmm. But also used some of the other lessons of how to grow further.
Yeah.
And so, miss your dad, but it's something to say when you can look back at the person who was there and say that was my guy.
Yeah, that's my dude.
I hope Sawyer, when he grows up and gets old kids all the things, looks back and says he was my guy.
Yeah. So I think from what we've talked about and even before this, I can already tell that you're setting him up for success. And I admire the things that you've already told me. It's like, a lot of people are just so, they're very surface level. They have no aspirations. They just get by. They have kids, fucking leave them. It's not, it's very admirable about how you're setting your kid up because you're not just giving them an iPad, shoving them in the corner and fucking, that's it.
Yeah, that's not something that I want for him. If you want, and to be fair about it, it's really not what I want for anybody's kid. I want them to be able to experience the things that I've experienced because I know how awesome some of those have been.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
For sure.
Spending 80% of your time outdoors is not for everybody. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it stinks.
Yeah.
It's a tough job, or the weather's bad. But there's experiences that I'll have for the rest of my life.
For sure. And I'm sure you can it's hard to even pinpoint certain situations, but those moments that suck.
Yeah.
If you have that mentality of not saying not dwelling on the moment, but you're just you kind of like you said, you look up and you're just like, you motherfucker. It's like thank you, but also the situation,
I don't know what you're doing.
Exactly. And
I guess we're just gonna have to roll with it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm starting to really faith is a big I never really bought into going to church. I always kind of was just I wasn't necessarily brought up in it. My uncle is a pastor or whatever. I don't know exactly what they are, what they're called. Is it a pastor? Pastor is it Catholic or is that Christian?
That's a good question. I know we call our pastor Pastor Robbie.
Mm-hmm. Are you Christian or Catholic?
I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
Long Hollow is where I go, and it's still. I think it's still a part of the Southern Baptist Convention or whatever you want. But we're just. I don't know if you call us non-denominational, but we accept everybody.
Yeah, because I don't know the difference between Catholic and Christian. I know Catholics were essentially the first sort of Christian, like what you would consider Christian,
Yeah.
and then it branched off, and then Christianity became a thing. But I just don't like the thing with me is I don't like the things that go on in the Catholic Church, especially in what's Italy? What is it?
The Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah, what is that?
The Vatican.
The Vatican. I don't like what they fucking do.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. From my view, I genuinely think a good church educates you on the gospel, tells you the what, why, and how.
Yeah.
And for me, I really enjoy going to the church that I go to because he does that. He tells you the background.
Yeah.
He tells you what the situation was when these guys were going through and spreading the gospel.
Yeah.
And what happened, the in-between stuff. And I enjoy being educated and growing my knowledge, which also strengthens my faith. So.
Yeah. And that's a thing too. I love diving into every sort of subject. Like I love learning about religion. Like if you look at I have a huge library. I have a bunch of books.
Yeah.
And if you really boil down, every sort of thing that anybody talks about, you can find in the fucking Bible. You can find almost any religious text.
Yeah.
And it's just branched off into, its own verbiage. But I've read into every sort of religion. I just bought my first Talmud because this whole thing going on in Israel and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, they're talking shit about Christians, and I'm a Christian myself. I want to actually read what's going on. And that's I didn't really find anything that was but maybe it's who knows.
Yeah.
But I've read into every religion, Buddhism, fucking Taoism, anything like that. And it's I think the amount of people in the past and history that spoke about who Jesus was as a person, it's almost undeniable.
I was watching the Sean Ryan show.
Yes.
And he just launched a video with a guy that was, I guess, a part of the shroud that they found.
Shroud of Turin.
The Shroud of Turin.
Dude.
So this guy was he's a part of that whole circle there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got some really good information.
So with the shroud, the only way that image was able to be imprinted in that cloth was a miracle. You can't even do it. We can't replicate it because it's the amount of power that was such in it, like 1/1,000,000th of.
No, it's like 0.04 billionth of a second or something.
It would be so fast and on and off that
energy that fast. Yeah, it's wild.
It blows my mind. If you could go back in history in any time, where would you want to go? If you could spend 30 minutes and just be a fly on the wall, what time?
30 minutes of history.
Yeah, maybe an hour. What time would you go back? I know I have so many.
That's an interesting question, and I'm in this rabbit hole in my mind right now. For 30 seconds, I would want to be in the room with George Washington.
Whoa. Talking about the start of...
Talking about the start.
Whoa.
Where do we go?
What do you think George Washington was even like?
Man, I don't...
He had to have been a savage.
Yeah, I feel like those guys were no BS, straight to the point, thoughtful.
Educated, just balls to the wall.
Yeah, and think back, like what is educated back then?
Educated back then was just being almost
not
aware,
yeah.
aware of the big picture.
Yeah, just
So many people were like,
Yeah.
I fuck sheep, my goats,
yeah,
water,
yeah,
shelter.
yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers are like, no, 2,000 years from now, this is what this country's gonna be like.
Yeah,
We're only 250 years in.
Yeah, they didn't know.
They didn't know what
I
AR
think-
is. Fuck.
I don't think 30 seconds would be enough, but that would be a cool room to be in.
I would want to see like, if there's a couple. I would say top 3 would be maybe around like signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
The moment when Jesus was being convicted and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And like what happened after, because I don't know necessarily because I haven't read the Bible fully through, but when the moment he was crucified, there was like the earthquake and the whole temple shattered and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be something to fucking see. Or
When the Red Sea was parted.
whoa, I didn't even think of that.
When the Red Sea was parted, I think that would have been so crazy. If
What
I
would
could
you
have been
do?
a fly on the wall to watch that happen and see all those people.
I'd want to maybe even see like a Genghis Khan invasion. Genghis Khan would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's like 1% of people living today have his genes in them because of the amount of people that he just graped.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the word, but
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like people in history, like dude, I don't know. Are you like a big fan of history? Like, do you? What are like some like topics you like? Do you ever dive into like fucking rabbit holes and stuff?
If I look into history at all, it probably has something to do with the outdoors, like what some old timers were using to locate game, or what was going through their minds.
Yeah. Do you ever like look into like read into like what the Native Americans were doing and stuff?
A little bit. I like seeing how they made things.
Dude, it's interesting.
I think that's really cool. Yeah, just like if I read into anything, I want it to be useful. I want to be able to either replicate it or try it or pick it up that way. As far as the thought process on everything else, like I said, I think we're a part of a very small world with a very big picture, and I'm just going to keep my own ball rolling.
Yeah.
And not worry about, the rest of the stuff. I have my own opinions about one side or the other. And to me, I think it's just a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up and I'm going to do the best that I can for my family and keep a roof over their head.
Yeah. I think in when you say that, I think in my head is like, if you look at a lot of the stories in history and things like that, like if I like to read a lot about philosophy, I like to hear about these like great thinkers and thoughts and all this stuff. And like if you really think about like you're the type of person that is similar to like a Sisyphus. Sisyphus was a god that was sentenced to eternity of pushing a boulder uphill.
Yeah.
Nonstop pushing a fucking boulder uphill, and that's what like you're not thinking about. Damn, what's this person doing with their life or whatever? You got a fucking mission is to push this thing uphill, and if I think one thought about somebody else's business going on, this boulder's gonna go back down. And I gotta walk my happy ass down this mountain. Yeah, like that's a lot. I think a lot of people that like are very not introspective, but they focus more so just on their life, and the noise on the outside is what distracts you from becoming who you want to be.
I don't. To some people, I think that could be considered a bad thing.
Yeah, selfish.
But it couldn't be further from the truth. Like as far as being a selfish person, I like doing things with people. I have enough experience in a lot of things like hunting and fishing and the process that it takes to, I guess, reap that reward. Mm. And those rewards aren't like easily given. Like going after a whitetail is not easily given for a lot of people.
Dude, stalking is insane.
Obviously, if you've got money and you can go to a ranch that, is they feed them, they have all the stands and stuff.
What fun is that?
That's cool. That's what you got time to do. But from my perspective, I like knowing what I'm hunting. I like figuring out what trails they like and why they like them and where they're going and where they're hanging out and all the things so I can get close because, hunting with a bow is a little bit different than pulling a trigger.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. It's like, if you're upwind and you're wearing fucking cologne,
you don't even have to be wearing cologne.
Or, I did just smell. But like you cover yourself in some dung, Sorry, I don't know. I said dung. But
no, I don't put any deer pee on me.
Yeah. No.
I do have a good deer pee story.
Dude, please.
I had one of the guys I was playing ball with from Louisville come down. He'd never been hunting, so I was going to bring him down hunting. And so we're walking through the woods. We find our tree. We don't have stands, but it's a tree we can climb. So I climb up the tree first, and I forget to put my little scent stick out. And so I didn't tell him to catch it. I just told him to hang it. So I take my little dripper out, whatever. I dip the wick in, saturate it with pee. It's dripping or whatever. I was like, hey, hang this on a tree, over there somewhere. Well, when I dropped it, he stepped under and he holds his hand up. So when that wet wick hits the palm, it spatters on his face.
And he's like, no, I'm kidding.
Like his United States goes,
smile. Oh, shit.
And I've never laughed so hard. I almost fell out of the tree. I was laughing so hard. That was the end of our hunt. We had to go.
No shit.
That was one of the funniest moments.
All right, we are back. We had a little break. Shout out to Tailgate Brewery. How was that pizza?
It's good, really good.
Did it not have like a garlic? I don't know the crust. I'm not a big crust guy, but
yeah,
it was fucking,
good. A little sweet.
It was like, it was sweet. It was good. Brian back there is fucking sitting there rubbing his belly button. He's got his finger in his belly button. I don't know where we left off, but we were having some good conversation while we were eating. What is one thing that you want to make sure that in this lifetime you achieve and you, I don't even want to give it away, but like pass on, pass down, like. I think most men have the same thing.
I want my son I want to leave something for my son to say. When I look back, what are people gonna look back and say about me when I'm gone? And
what are some things that you would say? Like, what do you wish? As if you were
I just want him to say that was a good dude. When they say Alex Meadows, I want him to say that was a good dude. And if that's all that they have to say, that's a win for me.
Yeah.
I don't want them to say like, he always used to say this, but he never did that.
Yeah.
And
so much potential and all this stuff.
Yeah. I don't worry about how people perceive me, career-wise. I worry about what people say outside of my career. Like, as a human, who are you as a human? Mm-hmm. And if my son can look back and say, my dad was awesome.
Yeah.
He was a good,
yeah.
He helped people. He showed me how to do all these things. Made it memorable.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm sure your son's gonna be like, I remember this one time we were hunting, have stories.
Yeah.
A lot of, I'm sure, you have some friends or people in your life that they could say they wouldn't have much to say about their parents or something. It's like, I wish they did this or I wish I did that. It's like, they're trying to maybe correct what went wrong in their childhood. But at least for myself, dude, that motherfucker made me laugh. He taught me hard lessons at a young age. Like we were talking about chores earlier.
Yeah.
I would be out. I'd be on top of chores, But then if I didn't do them and I was out and about, I'd get a call from whoever I was with, their mom or dad. They'd be like, get your fucking ass home. You didn't mow the lawn. You didn't pick up the dog shit. I'm like, fuck. That's when I knew I fucked up. And so now it's like a lot of my friends, I wouldn't say if they had a silver spoon in their mouth, but they didn't grow up with responsibility.
Yeah.
If you have responsibility, you have missions, like you have for your son. That is huge.
Yeah.
And I think you are, I will say, I'm gonna give you your flowers right now. The way that what you've told me, the way that you are, being a role model for your son, like it's very admirable. And I think more men in their lives should kind of, portray what you are doing right now. So I will say, I will give you big props.
To give credit where credit's due. I mean, I can say that about my dad, that he was that role model. He was there, and I think, even if you didn't have a good dad, you can still, change what is it called?
Break the chain.
Break the chain, and just alter that concept.
Yeah. And that's what God gave you, though.
Yeah.
God gave you an opportunity, and I hate to think about karmic debt and all this stuff, but I think, if you look at the first law of, thermodynamics, energy can't be destroyed nor created, or created nor destroyed. And I still believe in somewhat of a karmic thing. It's like, you're living a life that maybe you had before or your parents had before, and you're paying the debt, and it's up to you to change that energy. Yeah. You can change it to be a positive impact on whoever's life. I mean,
just I think there's a lot of people that wake up every morning that, they're just mad. They're mad about their car's not working the way they want it to. They're mad about their job. Greatest place on earth is America. We have the opportunity to change the narrative for ourselves. It takes a lot of luck. It takes a lot of guts, but it takes a lot of effort and want to. I teach my 7 and 8 year olds. I got to see that you want to do it. Yeah. If it's not something you want to do, maybe baseball's not for you.
Well, can I give you a hypothetical?
Yeah.
You're a very stand-up. You're a man's man. I could say that. What would you do if your son was like, I want to be in a dance class or a play. He wants to do that. That's a fucking
that would be such a tough pill for me to swallow.
But
I would swallow it.
Would you not force him? Be like, you're gonna be I want you to fucking cry on demand.
I've always been a team sport.
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah.
I feel like being a team sport dad allows me to put him in situations where his opinion isn't the only one that matters.
Not an individual.
And, he is in jiu-jitsu, and it is an individual sport. I think having both is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, he likes soccer. So, we put him in soccer for a year, and, I could see that the effort that he wanted to put in was there. Honestly, I didn't really like the league, or maybe I won't say that.
Let's scratch that. God damn it, Greg. I'm kidding.
There's other people involved in this, and
what's his name, Greg?
No.
Damn.
But
Duncan.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm sorry.
I think there's people that really enjoy coaching and really deliver the fundamentals and the foundation for kids very well, and I've seen others that just don't. And I don't think that's because they don't want to or they're not trying.
Yeah.
I just think it takes somebody with the skill set in one particular sport or another to be able to do that
like efficiently.
Well,
they can't. You have to put your emotions aside for understanding of these kids are fucking 7.
Do I want my team to win every game? Yes.
Hell yeah.
Is that going to happen? No.
Yeah.
And it's already proven true. We have lost.
Yeah.
And I care more about how they handle the failures and what happens after they fail more than I do losing a game. Mm-hmm. You know, if they lose the game, are they ticked off? Are they blaming others? What is the reaction to the failure? Is it, I'm upset, so I want to work harder so that doesn't happen again? Or is it, I'm upset, so I don't want to do this anymore?
Yeah. Give up.
And I think
that is so hard to learn. That's so hard to teach and learn.
Yeah, to try and deliver that message on the latter side of that and just let them make their own choice to quit, I think hinders them so much. I think even if they want to quit, you make them finish it, because who knows? They might have that aha moment to where like, okay, I really think I like this now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and those are lessons that they'll take for the rest of their lives.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I was always on the losing team. The underdog, but I always had that aha moment where it was like, you can push.
Yeah.
I was, granted my dad was a coach, but I was never that like, my ass would get sat if I fucking made an error.
Yeah.
You're going to put somebody in there that isn't in their head.
All kids are looking for is an aha moment. And especially in sports, they need that aha moment of success.
Yeah.
That they can do it. And, the effort is tough to get at 7 and 8.
For sure.
But there's going to be a few that carry the team that know what that effort requires.
For sure.
And then the others will feed off of that because they see how I challenge the other kids and where they're at compared to how I challenge them and where they're at.
Yeah.
Kids suffer from FOMO with everything. So if they can't do something somebody else can, they're either going to quit or they're going to try harder.
Yeah.
And
that's huge. That's a big learning curve for kids. All right, switching up gears.
Okay.
Plumbing stories. What's some crazy things that have happened in the field?
I don't know this for a fact, but I am pretty sure that I came across Satan himself. I don't know if, anyways, I'm probably 2-3 months into the job. I'm still riding with guys, getting to know guys. Go to this house. This older man had to be like mid-60s or something. Nice house. Comes, all he's wearing is a robe. And then I look behind him and there's this girl. She's an attractive girl. There's another one behind her.
Heyo.
And I'm like, you guys are half naked. And they got some plumbing issues. And something's going on to where the guy that's training me leaves me in the house by myself with him.
He's in on it. No, I'm kidding.
Me and him are sitting at the kitchen table, and he starts asking me, I'm engaged at this point, and start to ask me, like, how's my personal life, whatever. And then he starts telling me that he needs to come to this bar or this club. Me and my wife need to come to this club and hang out with him and his friends and whatever. And I'm not interested.
Yeah.
But he's pretty insistent, whatever. He offers it 2 or 3 times, and then he gets to telling me this story about how they were at the bar this one time, and one of his girls came up to him. She was really upset, and he asked her what was going on. She said some other guy was really mean to her at the bar, and this apparently infuriated him. And So he went up to the guy and told him he needed to leave. And the guy walked off and he never saw the guy again, insinuating that he mentally and physically made this guy disappear completely.
From life.
From life. Like, poof, he's gone because he had that thought and was real adamant about it. Pretty aggressive with his tone. And here I am, like 22, like 23, 24 years old. And just like, what are you talking about, dude?
Sounds like schizophrenia.
And so the guy that I'm training with is still in the truck. And finally I saw a window and I like got out of there. I said, we need to leave now. I'm not going back in there. Yeah. You go do your thing.
Oh, that's not me. I'm starting to pick up what you're putting down. He was like, he's gone.
Yeah, so I didn't like that. That was the most awkward situation I've been put in. And then a funny one was me and this guy I was training. We were working on a septic pump. And the tank was full. We don't have a pump truck. So I rigged this pump and pipe together to pump all the stuff out into the front or into the yard.
Yeah.
And I don't glue anything because it's not really under pressure. It's just vibrating. I tap it on there real good. It's pumping, it's going well. I've got my hand on the plug. Just in case something goes haywire and like a fitting slips or something, I could cut it off and not get anything on us. Well, that happened. It was like I saw the fitting slipping because it started leaking out the bottom.
Yeah.
So, but before I could pull the plug, the guy I'm training with grabs the pipe with both hands.
No.
And he's over it. The head pressure from the pump pushes the 90 off when he grabs it, and he takes a poop cannon to the face.
Like a mic. Yeah.
Like I pulled it as soon as it hit him, and he's freaking out. I was like, dude, what? Did you not see that I had? And I'm dying. I'm dying laughing.
A Mike Tyson turd uppercut.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was. That was a funny one.
You were telling me about shower drain, Matchbox cars or something like that.
I pulled some of Dad's Matchbox 20 cars he'd been collecting out of a shower drain. There was 9 of them. I just went to a call, and apparently this kid had got a hold of some of his dad's Matchbox cars and took them into the master shower and started putting cars down the drain. So that was...
Yeah, so probably a couple $100, a couple grand or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
All right, we're gonna switch it up. This is gonna be the last little part. This is rapid fire, off the top of your head, quick response.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. Has anyone offered sex to pay for a bill?
No.
No. What are some hobbies you like to do?
Hunt, fish, anything outdoors.
What's a weird smell that you kind of find enticing?
Oranges.
Oranges.
I like an orange smell.
Okay,
like
that's not a weird smell. What about like you ever fart and you're just like?
Okay. Drano's a weird smell.
Whoa.
Drano is a weird smell.
Are you all right? So if you smell PVC glue, are you a purple
primer?
Primer. Yeah. What purple guy?
Yeah, purple.
Yeah, fucking
all the cleaner.
Okay. If you were to teach a college course, what would it be?
Entrepreneurship.
Boom. Are you secretly competitive? Definitely.
Yes. I don't think that's a secret.
If you had to come up with the worst last name to have, what would it be?
But. And I say that because one of my good friends, and you should have him on this show. He's a good dude. His name is Caleb Butt.
Butt.
And he runs a plumbing company called Butt Plumbing.
Nice. I would name it butt plugs.
Butt plumbing is what's
yeah. Okay.
Good dude. Good.
Okay. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Okay. What is one dream you would like to come true in the snap of a finger?
Be debt free.
Fuck yeah.
Debt free.
Fuck
That's a dream.
Do you believe people don't actually speak their minds?
Yes.
What's your favorite racial slur? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What is it though? No, I'm kidding. What's the most inappropriate thing a client has ever said or done while you were working in their house?
This old man was yelling at his wife to get the phone book to find another plumbing company.
No way, while you were in the house?
While I was
Oh shit.
That was the closest I've ever been to punching an old person in the face. Like, he was the rudest old man. Like, I was nothing but respectful, and I told him I've been nothing but respectful.
Yeah.
And man,
that kind of hurts that would hurt my feelings.
I almost got fired from that because he called and said I reprimanded him in his house.
The fuck?
And literally all I said was, "Sir, you gotta stop cussing at me.
Yeah.
I've been nothing but respectful to you, your wife, and your home, and you've been nothing but disrespectful to me. So just please stop."
Yeah.
I said, "If you want me to do the work, I'll gladly do the work today.
Yeah.
If not, I will kindly leave."
Yeah.
That is almost to the T what I told him.
Damn.
And so I got called into the office, and
Sure shit.
I was like, whatever message he delivered to our call center girls kind of like vamped it up. And I was like, holy moly. First off, here's what happened. Here's what I did. And that dude's a jerk.
Yeah.
He goes, at first I was going to fire you. And then I called the guy.
Yeah.
And he's the jerk.
Yeah.
So.
Yikes.
But yeah, that would have ended my plumbing career for sure.
Yeah. All right, Alex. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
I feel like we covered a lot of aspects of life and things like that. So I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Any last remarks? Anything you want to give a shout out to? Anything like that?
If you're in a tough spot, just put your head down, look up, have a little faith, and keep the ball rolling.
Oh.
It's kind of what I live by, and it's really not an option for me. So.
Boom. Non-negotiable right there. All right. Stay tuned for more. Thank you, guys.